Hello everyone, this is Prasenjit Ghosh and welcome to the Masterful Master. Today we'll be talking about the Elizabethan era. Now Elizabethan era started from 1558 when Elizabeth I became the Queen. She was one of the most famous monarchs in the English history. Now Elizabeth I turned out to be the most prominent royals in the English history mainly after 1588 when English army defeated the Spanish Armada. Now Spanish Armada is a fleet which was sent by Philip II to attack England. Elizabeth I instilled motivation and boosted the confidence of English army, and though being inferior, they defeated the Spanish Armada. Elizabeth I delivered a famous speech on 9th August 1588. She said, "I know I have the body but of a weak and feeble woman, but I have the heart and stomach of a king, and of a king of England too." Elizabeth I was also called as the Virgin Queen. Why she was called as the Virgin Queen? Because she never married. And she brought a lot of political stability in England. This is the period when Renaissance came into England. It started from Italy and spread to England in the 16th century. Some people call this period as the English Renaissance, which was a cultural and an artistic movement in England. Now, Renaissance means rebirth or revival. It was the revival of classical learning, and it was also the rebirth of ancient Roman and Greek civilization. Now, another important term during this period is humanism. Now, humanism is a philosophy which focuses on human nature and belief. Now, as per this philosophy, life should be based on humanity and reason and should not be centered around the church. Elizabethan Age was an era of social, religious and political peace. Men and women were free to explore themselves in the field of art and literature. This age is also known as the Golden Age of Literature. Drama became the national passion during Elizabethan era. Many theatres were built on the banks of London. Theatre was the popular medium of entertainment of the people of various classes. The comedy named Ralph Roister Doister, written by Nicholas Udall, was the first regular comedy in English. The tragedy named Gorboduc, written by Thomas Sackville and Thomas Norton, was the first regular tragedy. The successful use of metaphors in text and performances were responsible for the opening of first public theatre known as the Theatre by a carpenter named James Burbage. Tragedy, comedy, and historical plays were the major forms of drama. Revenge was the popular theme of drama during this era. Thomas Kit's The Spanish Tragedy and Shakespeare's Hamlet are the example for this. The literary device named aside or soliloquy became popular during this era to engage the audience. Prose became popular with the arrival of English printing press. The theme of the Elizabethan prose mainly dealt with amusement and instruction. Some famous form of the fiction along with their practitioners are as follows. Thomas North's translated work, Plutarch's Life, became the center of attraction of many prose writers. Sir Philip Sidney's Arcadia was the first pastoral romance in English that was based on Spanish pastoral romance. Many writers also tried hands to translate the Bible. William Tyndale successfully translated the New Testament from Greek and the Old Testament from Hebrew. Sir Thomas Wyatt brought sonnet from Italy and made it popular in England. Three types of sonnets were popular during this era. Petrarchan sonnet. This type of sonnet has an octave and a sustate rhyming A-B-B-A, A-B-B-A, C-D-E, C-D-E. Spenserian sonnet was a type of sonnet that consisted of 3 quatrains and a couplet rhyming A-B, A-B, B-C, B-C, E-E. Shakespearean sonnet was a type of sonnet which was divided into 3 quatrains and a couplet, but it has a different rhyming scheme. A, B, A, B, C, D, C, D, E, F, E, F, G, G. Henry Howard, the Earl of Surrey, introduced the first blank verse in English. Edmund Spenser wrote the famous poem The Faerie Queene. This work also introduced the Spenserian stanza having 8 iambic pentameter with rhyme scheme A, B, A, B, B, C, B, C, C. Let's look at some of the writers during this age. Under the prose section, we have Francis Bacon, Richard Hooker, Walter Raleigh, Richard Hakluyt, Samuel Purchase, John Fox, William Camden, and John Knox. Under the dramatist section, we have Christopher Marlowe, Robert Greene, Thomas Nash, John Lilly, Thomas Lodge, George Peele, Thomas Kyd, and the very famous William Shakespeare. Under the poem section, we have Edmund Spenser, Thomas Sackville, Philip Sidney, and Michael Drayton. University Wit was the writing group which is said to be the first professional writing group who came into the field of writing in the Elizabethan era. The group had 7 members. 3 of them graduated from University of Cambridge and 3 from University of Oxford. Only one, that is Thomas Kyd, was neither from Cambridge nor from Oxford. Some of the worthy works of Philip Sidney are The Lady of May, Astrophel and Stella, The Countess of Pembroke's Arcadia, An Apology for Poetry, The Sidney Psalm. Dido, Queen of Carthage was written by English writer Christopher Marlowe with thinkable aids by Thomas Nash. Marlowe also wrote Tamburlaine, The Jew of Malta, Dr. Faustus, Edward II, The Massacre at Paris, and Hero and Leander. Hero and Leander is a poem which was incomplete because of unexpected death of Marlowe. George Chapman finished the work. Some of the famous work of Sir Walter Raleigh are The Discovery of Guiana, The History of the World, and The Nymph Reply to the Shepherd. Now this work, that is The Nymph Reply to the Shepherd, is written as a poetic response to Christopher Marlowe's passionate shepherd to his love. William Shakespeare is regarded as the highest writer in the English language and the world's supreme dramatist. Some of his notable works are Hamlet, King Lear, Henry IV, Othello, Richard III, and Midsummer Night's Dream. Some of the worthy works of Edmund Spenser are The Shepherd's Calendar, Epithalamion, Astrophel, and The Fairy Queen. Francis Bacon's notable works include The Advancement of Learning, The Novum Organum, and The New Atlantis. 2 of the major works of Michael Drayton include Polly Olbion and The Ballad of Agincourt. Some of the worthy works of John Lilly are Euphues, Endymion, Mother Bombi, and The Woman in the Moon. George Peele wrote The Arraignment of Paris and The Old Wives' Tale. Some of the worthy work of Robert Greene include A Gross Worth of Wit, The Honourable History of Friar Bacon and Friar Bungay, George Green or The Pinner of Wakefield, Orlando Furioso, Looking Glass for London and England. Worthy works of Thomas Lodge include Rosalind and The Wounds of Civil War. Some of the notable works of Thomas Nash include Summer's Last Will and Testament, The Isle of Dogs, The Unfortunate Traveller or The Life of Jack Wilton, The Anatomy of Absurdity, Lentil Stuff, and Piers Penniless. Thomas Kyd's worthy works include The Spanish Tragedy, Your Hamlet, Cornelia, and Geronimo. John Marston's notable works include Antonio and Melda, Antonio's Revenge, The Malcontent, and The Scourge of Villainy. A Game at Chess, Woman Beware Woman, The Changeling, A Mad World, My Masters are the worthy works of Thomas Middleton. Thomas Decker's notable works are The Honest Whore and The Shoemaker's Holiday. That's all from the Elizabethan era. If you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much and stay safe.